Welcome to this edition of Weed's World. My name is Jeremy Weeds, your local realtor here in St. Anne. I'm joined with Sarah from the town of St. Anne, the Rec Wizard, I think we called you. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Let's talk about Dawson Trail Days to start. What kind of feedback did you get from that? What did you hear?
Awesome feedback. We got really good feedback. Everybody loved the fact that we had a carnival in town. It's a huge game changer for our community. And I think the biggest compliment I got was from teenagers. Like, it was so nice to see, my kids included. Like, I saw my son and my daughter with a pack of teens on Saturday and a pack of teens on Sunday, and I see 17 to 20-year-olds out. And I think the biggest part of it was having something for those kids to do, those teenagers, because there just wasn't anything for them before. So it's nice to see them back.
Yeah, well, the baseball players seem to really enjoy the tournament again. I think that's a hit every year, no matter what. The carnival added just that element for, like you said, for the teenagers. I know my kids went on every ride as many times as they could. They took advantage of it, right? But the fireworks were something that kind of blew me away. They did it to music. It was incredible.
Yeah, he told me earlier that day that he had a couple of surprises for us. So I wasn't sure what that meant, but they always do just a spectacular job of our fireworks here. We get nothing but the best compliments ever. Even people from Winnipeg drive out and they park along the number one and watch our fireworks. But yeah, the linking it and syncing it to music was very cool. And then those big, booms at the end. I know I had my son's little friend with him, and he was like, "Was that supposed to happen, or did that man explode?" I'm like, no, I think it was supposed to happen. But no, it was a great show for sure.
Absolutely. So going forward, what do we have going on in fall?
In fall here, I'm trying to get the babysitters course out again. So like, they're very busy and very booked up. We wanted to get them in September, but we're trying to book them here in October and see if we can make that work, because we do have a handful of people in town that really want the course. The Stay Home Alone course as well is also done by Eastman Safety. They come in as well and do it. Other than that, we have our local Phoenix Cheer Association that's doing the Trunk or Treat event, which is actually really fun. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those, but like a whole bunch of vehicles kind of all just park, they pop their trunks. They create the best Halloween display they can, and they give out candy, and they got prizes for the best trunk. So if you guys want to participate, get in contact with them.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's really fun. Actually, they had a really good setup last year, and they're trying to grow it, so it'll be good. And then we have we're kicking off our Main Street Christmas second annual Winter Festival, which was a huge hit last year.
Absolutely.
And this year we rented Club Jovial. We are going to be having some stuff inside for kids to come in, take a break if it's cold, meet some hopefully new characters that are going to come in, because the whole thing was about, placing different mascot characters around town and having kids be able to take pictures with them and meet them. And this year there's going to be no parade. We're doing it as a staycation kind of idea. The issue was last year that Santa was only seen in the parade.
Right.
And kids were like, "Oh man, I wanted to go line up and meet Santa." And our Santa has the best sleigh, the best display.
Absolutely.
He's so theatrical with kids, so incorporating him into the event makes sense. And so he's booked us only for that whole day, and we really want to have like a huge display with him to be able to incorporate kids. Phoenix Cheer, of course, is hopping on board. They always do.
Yeah.
And they were collecting toys and stuff for the food bank last year. So we kind of came up with the idea of doing like the Cheer Toy Mountain. So they're going to have that in Club Jovial. They're going to have other stuff in there too. I know our local French resource, family resource person, Cazette, is going to be there as well. And she's going to be doing crafts and things like that with the kids inside Club Jovial as well. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then we also, so what date was that for the Santa coming to town?
November 26th.
26th.
Yeah.
Okay, so mark that on the calendars. So that's exciting to see. Especially that he booked the whole day just for town of St. Anne.
I think we decided it's going to be from 1 to 4 or 1 to 5. I can't remember, but it's going to be during the day. The other thing, you can only learn from what you just did to make it better the next year, right? I'm a huge believer in that. And we did it last year, and we're like, okay, the parade made me a little bit nervous because it does get dark early, and you have a lot of kids out. And it was a great parade. However, I think it's going to be better if we make everybody kind of placed in their area, and then kids get to go and see them, because we have to remember there's a lot of toddlers there, a lot of young families, and we have to keep it safe. And I just want people to be able to see him. And he had us booked and shared with another community last year, whereas this year, November 26th is ours, because he knows how big I want to go with it. I want it to be our winter festival every year, and kind of want to go big. So it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, I actually had to sit down with Santa not too long ago, and I have another surprise coming up in the future event. We'll get to that, but me and him are going to be working on a few things together. So pretty excited about that too. So
yeah, he's a phenomenal Santa. Like
absolutely.
He does such a good job, and his energy is right, and his motives, everything. Like he's all about the kids, and he just wants to make it super amazing for them. So that's all I care about. It'll be fun.
So do you need volunteers for some of these events? Like, is that something we're looking for?
Always. We always need volunteers. So, I mean, if people want to jump on board, like, so here's the other thing that I do have coming up is I am going to be launching. I've been very passionate about this for years, and I just haven't had the stars align, if you will, for it to happen. And it looks like I'm going to be applying for a grant to bring in a community youth and festival committee.
Okay.
So what I want is, like, I'm super passionate about youth, giving back and volunteering, and you know, they're our future, so we need to teach them that it's important to give back. What's better than that is if we're making a community youth and festival group, these kids are going to learn what it's like to be on a board, because I'm going to teach them what each position means, and they're each going to have their own position, and they can jump into, like, kids have great ideas. We just have to listen to them.
Yes.
So a lot of the ideas that I even get from, like, Egg Mazing Race and all different events that we run here in St. Anne, I'm not above and beyond asking teenagers or asking my own kids or asking my kids' friends what they think, and they light up. They love being able to give ideas. They love being able to be heard. So I kind of thought of it a couple of years ago, like, wow, it'd be so cool to sit at a table and help community youth get involved with our community festivals and events, get involved with volunteerism, get involved with the food bank and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's actually, I've not told anybody yet except for people in this office. So nobody knows yet that I'm even doing that. So now I really got to do it. But not every kid's going to be, or teenager is going to be passionate about Dawson Trail Days, but somebody might be like, oh, I'm all in for Main Street Christmas, or I love the Egg Mazing Race, or what have you. So I think there's going to be something for them to jump on with, and have some ideas on how I'm going to select them, because I think it's going to be an overwhelming response. And I don't want to be picking and choosing who's going to be on the committee, because I don't think it makes sense for me, but so I think it's going to be really, really great. The kids are going to get to learn. They can use it for their resume and earn a reference from me. Like, I'm very careful who I reference for. So if these kids are good and they volunteer and they give their time to different community and organizations and different festivals and stuff, I have no problem being a reference for them in the future. And it's those kids that are like 13, 14 that aren't quite working yet, but they're looking for something to do to give them a little bit of experience, because people don't hire without a little bit of experience, and it's hard to get that first jump into your first job. So I think it'll be really good for them.
And giving back to the community, I think if we start young, that's just a good mindset to have going forward. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it'll be really exciting. I can't wait to launch it. I can't wait to, because I'm going to put it in all the schools. I'm going to put it in everywhere I possibly can to get as much feedback as I can. I'm expecting a lot of people that are going to want to be involved in this youth group. So like I said, I have ideas for council to pick them, and I don't want to be involved in that part of it. So there's going to be a certain age group, and then you do like a 1-year term or a 2-year term. Haven't identified those different parameters of what it's going to look like yet.
Right.
But it's going to be cool.
That's awesome. I love the sounds of it. I love the vision behind it. It's really good.
It'll be good for them for sure.
So where do people reach out to volunteer? If the adults or teens or whoever wants to volunteer, how do they get in touch with you? What's the best way?
Yeah, right now, parents can text me, they can email me, they can reach me here. Like, I'm at the town every single day. They can give me a call. There's always stuff for kids to do. Last year's St. Anne Main Street Christmas was mostly kids that were volunteering, which was very cool. So it was mostly, like my daughter and her friend. I mean, these are 14-year-olds. So it's pretty cool to watch them get so excited about being a mascot for a day, or you know, my Grinch was amazing, and she was a 14-year-old, and people could not believe how theatrical she was and how awesome she was. And even kids are in line, and like, she had all the demeanor down of the Grinch, and she was phenomenal. And I tell people she's 14, and they were blown away.
I didn't even know that. That's incredible. Like, she did an outstanding job for that.
She did an amazing job. And like I said, people can't believe that wasn't an adult in there. Like, she was really, really good.
Wow, that's incredible.
I mean, different organizations like hockey has kicked up. Actually, minor hockey have never had the number that they've had. They broke a record this year with 154 kids, I think they're at. So that's pretty cool too.
That's good to hear.
Everything's growing. Yeah, for sure. So it's good.
Oh, that's good. That's what we want in communities. We want it to grow. We want it to flourish. We want it to be successful. So.
Oh, and there is also a Christmas market coming as well at the Point de Chene School. Pam and Jolene have kind of collaborated together to, like, Pam's the one that does the summer market, and Jolene is the one who does cheer, and they're kind of working together to bring a great Christmas market. Jolene does a Christmas one every single year, so it made sense for them to work together, and I have a feeling they're going to bring something pretty cool, so I can't wait to go there. Or Christmas shopping, right? Like, it makes sense, so it'll be good.
Well, that'll be a good time for sure. So mark that one on the calendars too. I'm not sure exactly when that one is, but
it's on Facebook. I believe it might be the week before my Main Street Christmas in November. It might be like the 18th or something, or 19th.
I think I saw that. Yeah, you're right. Don't double check that one first, but So.
And then normally we do the Skate with Santa as well, but I am giving that over to minor hockey, hopefully, to do, because it just makes more sense for them to take it on. So whether they turn it into a fundraising initiative or what they do, it makes sense for them to have that one. So that's also probably coming down the line as well if they want to take it on. If not, I'm sure they'll do it next year. So
awesome. Well, if you enjoyed this edition of Ween's World, love for you to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what your thoughts are. But you know what, if you're looking to volunteer, get in touch with Sarah. She'll help you out. She'll instruct you where to go and where the need is. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and we will talk to you soon.
Awesome.